Welcome to Success Superstars, your place for inspiration and the blueprint of success for peak performers just like you. And my special guest, Dana Skiles. Dana, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm super excited to have you on the show. And I see all those awards behind you. One of them I can see is top listing agent.
Yes.
How did you become the top listing agent?
Well, at one time I did a ton of foreclosures. And so, as everybody knows, at one time there was a lot of those. So, for years and years, I was listing properties for Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, all of those. So, I had tons of listings, usually 160 to 190 a year.
Wow. So you know listings and you know that foreclosure process, which, we don't foresee that coming back anytime soon, but there still are a few, and you're an expert in that.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, what did you do before real estate?
Well, that was a long time ago, but I used to work for grocery stores. I worked for Albertsons and did their computer work.
Hmm.
I did all of their pricing and handled all of their computer end of the pricing department.
Yeah. So attention to detail, process, and system are not new to you. You had to learn that through that process.
Exactly. And doing foreclosures, you definitely pay attention to detail.
Well, even in the traditional sales, that attention to detail and process has helped you, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
So you transitioned into real estate. Was that because you wanted more financial freedom? Was that because you wanted more time freedom, or just more money?
Well, a little bit of all of that, but it was also an empty nest. My children were leaving, so I was like, I've got to find something that I can do that can fulfill my time and keep me busy.
Hmm.
And real estate definitely does that.
Yeah, and you've been so successful. You recently joined our broker support team as a leader in helping others answer support questions. And has that been a joy for you?
It really has. I really enjoy it. The group, the team is amazing. But I love to help people, and I love to keep the information at the top of my brain too, because it does get where you go through the motions, but you forget what you're really going
Right.
through the motions for, and that support group has definitely brought that back up, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. I was just looking, our average response time is less than an hour for any of our associates to reach out, get the help they need, and move on with their business. And I don't know of anyone that's providing that level of support like we are. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome, but I really enjoy it, and I know myself. That was one of the biggest things that I love about JPAR is their response time. And if I needed anything, that answer was right there, and I knew I wasn't having to wait for it, which was great.
Yeah. Now, you work, and even outside of your top listing, you still are a top agent, and you're doing that primarily by referral. What
Yeah.
systems do you have in place? What disciplines? What are you using to stay in touch with people through COVID and outside COVID? How do you keep that referral base consistently turning new transactions for you?
Constantly staying in touch with the people. My clients, I, I treat them like they're my family, and I constantly stay in touch with them. I do everything that I can possibly do to make sure that they know that I'm here and I'm thinking about them all the time. I check in with them to see how their house is, how they're loving their house, what's going on with them. Just staying in touch.
Yeah. Now, have you found through COVID, before COVID, Many of us would go to an office or work or whatever, but during COVID, the home has become the gym, the office, the entertainment space, and the home. Are people kind of wanting more from their home now?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And you can see that from the demand of everybody wanting construction work done, moving up to a new home, bigger spaces. There's all kinds of, pool people are, I mean, it's crazy how many pools they're doing, the pool work they're doing, the
Right.
things that people are finding that they want at their house, not going somewhere to get.
Yeah. What's been your biggest joy of working with people and helping them buy, sell, or invest in their one of their biggest assets?
I just I just love to help people. That's my joy when I see them so happy when we go to the closing table. Um, just being part of their lives when they know that when I know that they're counting on me.
Yeah. Now, if you were to have one or two bits of advice for anybody, whether you're brand new or been in the business 20 years, what would you share with any of us?
Well, stay in touch. Answer your phone. Big thing is answer your phone. I don't know how many times I get calls and I answer my phone and they are shocked that I
Hmm.
answered my phone and they didn't have to leave a voicemail. Um, be be there for your people and be true for your people,
Right.
and don't worry about your dollar. Worry about their needs.
Yeah. If you meet their needs, the commissions will come.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wrote a blog about that because, in our name is the word realtors and the code of ethics and the standards of practice we have. I wrote a blog called, Doing the Right Thing is Always the Right Thing. And one of the things we believe at JPAR is the code of ethics and how we treat each other, how we treat our clients, and how we behave within the industry. Has that code of ethics kind of helped you guide your decisions and how you serve others?
Absolutely. I'm also on the professional standards committee for Texas Realtors, and I really do live by that. Every time I go to class every year, I sit through that class. I walk out learning something every single time. So, and I do try to live by that code of ethics for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know that most people know that all agents are agents, but not all agents are realtors.
Exactly.
And those who choose to affiliate with the name realtor agree to a level of conduct, a higher level of standard, and to be held accountable by the professional standards committee of a jury, not a jury, but of a committee of your peers
Uh huh.
who will hold you accountable to that code of conduct.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's nice to know that there's somebody out there that is going to be watching. Um, I want to live like that in my daily life. I don't want to treat anybody unfairly. So, but some people don't always, they don't, or they forget maybe that's the importance. That's the important part, not
right,
the paycheck or the how somebody did you wrong.
right.
It's doing the right thing.
Yeah. Well, let's leave it with that. Always doing the right thing. Doing the right thing is always the right thing. So, Dana, where do you specialize in? What geographic area do you specialize in? And do you have a specialty for residential or farm and ranch, or do you have a specialty in that area?
I specialize in residential, and I work in really I work in Johnson County surrounding areas. A lot of Johnson and Hill, even Bosque and Hood counties.
Right.
I work all around here.
And what's the best way to get a hold of you? Is it a phone number or a website or email or what?
My email is the best way you could reach me. It's very easy. Dana Skiles at danaskiles.com.
There you go. So people looking to move to Johnson County, Texas, it's got a good name. I like my name, and it's a familiar name. Great
Exactly.
place to live, and you're the expert in Johnson County. So we'll reach out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, with that, that's a wrap on this episode. We'll be back next week, and until then, may your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears. Take care.